Okay, good morning DXN, good morning DXN Nigeria, good morning DXN Africa, good morning DXN World. We are back again with another informative, educative and interactive section with DXN Nigeria. I remain your humble host, Samuel Zoro, Sales and Marketing Manager for DXN Nigeria. And today I am privileged to have a big leader in DXN. He has been doing DXN for years and has so many accolades to his name. I need to tell you more about him because he is somebody that everybody around the world already knows about. But it's a privilege to have him here. He's a cardiologist, a well-known cardiologist in Chennai, India. His educational background is an MD in general medicine, DM in cardiology of Madras Medical College, postdoctoral teacher in cardiology for over 25 years, a personal physician and cardiologist to former Honorable President of India. Wow. And also is a crown diamond of DXN. So far, he's the vice president of the world-known RUVC channel that is being known all over the world. And so far in his team, he has 17 crown ambassadors and 3.8 million members in his network. He has been so many countries, and this network has been so large in 239 countries. Wow, wow. I can go on and on about him. Today, I am humbled to have our leader all the way from India. He's a very humble leader that has been supportive in the movement of health, wealth, and happiness. And today, we are going to learn massively from his experience in Ganoderma, in DXM products. I bring no other person than our crown diamond, Dr. Rajan, all the way from India. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Sam Zoro.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, DXN. So I'm happy to participate in today's program. I am very much honored to be the speaker today and share my knowledge about the king of herbs, Ganoderma lucidum. I was introduced to DXN in 1999, even before DXN started in India, by Professor Vaspalaya and Dr. Ratna. They are my great family friends for the past 35 years, and they only brought DXN to India through Mr. Clarence, Dr. Clarence, who came from Malaysia. I became a temporary member in 1999, and my first testimonial was a blood cancer patient who had monocytic leukemia, and she was not in a fit condition to have any kind of treatment. The only treatment offered was a bone marrow transplant, and she, being a school teacher, she couldn't afford that big money to have that bone marrow transplant. And doctor said that her days are numbered. And at that point of time only, one of my classmates, very close friend of mine, Dr. Tangaraj, called me, and he was discussing with me about that patient. Then I remembered that Clarence telling me that this Ganoderma has got anti-cancer properties. So for the no treatment for that extreme stage of monocytic leukemia, it's a blood cancer, I thought whatever the benefit she's going to derive about this Ganoderma, DXN Ganoderma, I shared the information with him, and the patient was willing to take. We never had any testimonials in India. I'm talking about 1999, October, November. DXN came to India. It started its commercial operations only in April 10th of 2000. So through Dr. Clarence and Dr. Ratna and Professor Vaspalaya, we were able to get this Ganoderma, DXN RGGL, and actually it came from Malaysia. So we put the patient on Ganoderma. I think she was taking about 4 pairs a day. And To our surprise, she started improving. At the end of 1 month, she felt better. Her bleeding came down. She was able to walk up to the washroom. She was able to take some food. So that surprised us. And over a period of time, 3 months, she became much better. And in the fourth month, she joined her job as a school teacher. That was, astonishing. And then I started learning about Ganoderma, whatever the literature Dr. Clarence Stanislas shared with me. And when DXN started in 2000, I became an official member. My sponsor was Professor Vaspalaya and Dr. Ratna. And I must thank them for getting me into the DXN family. At that point of time, I was a busy cardiologist working for 12 to 14 hours a day. I have to take care of my sick patients. Then I have to do all sorts of, the invasive investigations and treatment like putting stents and balloon angioplasty, and some of the patients will require bypass surgery. So I had to coordinate and get the cardiac surgeon and help them out. That was the professional work. So I became a member, and Professor Vaspalaya, he was an economics professor, and he was well versed with the marketing, especially being an economics professor. He had known about network marketing, and he was teaching me about the network marketing. So I asked him what to do in DXN. He said, I simply sponsor people. So my first member was Dr. Thangaraj, whom I spoke about. I made him a member under me. And he started sponsoring and using the products. So that's how my journey in DXN started. So I became a member of DXN family. And due to my professional commitment, I was not able to give much time to DXN, but still I was able to do some meetings and share my knowledge. Whatever little knowledge I had about Ganoderma in the early stages, that is in 2000. And we had only one product, that is RGN GL. Then after that, only after a couple of years, we had toothpaste and coffee. So with a single product, we were able to do around 12 crores of Indian rupees within a year or two. And I kept on sponsoring, and the networking part, Professor Vaspalaya used to help me. And still I remember in 2003, I visited Dubai for a cardiology conference, and I shared my knowledge about RGGL. That was my first meeting abroad. And of course, locally I was doing many meetings, and I was not keen on the marketing part because I was not well versed with the network marketing, but simply followed the Professor Vaspalaya's instruction that we should sponsor more number of people. So that's how my journey started in DXN. So today I'm a very happy man as a member of DXN family. So what I thought today was to share there's some important aspects of Ganoderma lucidum, the king of herbs, as well as try to touch upon the Spirulina, the queen of nutrition, and also another powerful product, Morinda citrifolia, that is Morinzhi. So let me start with Ganoderma lucidum. So every one of you know that health is the precious asset what we have. When health is gone, everything is gone. Especially in this COVID period, we are losing a lot of our friends and relatives. And actually today I lost two of my colleagues, very close friends of mine. One was an oncologist, cancer specialist. Another was an ENT surgeon. So it's very saddening. And today, I think we have come to realize that health is very important and prevention is better than cure. So defining health, WHO says that there are four pillars of health: physical, mental, social, and spiritual health. Uh, Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, he said, let food be the medicine and medicine be the food. That was 450 years BC. And today also this holds good. That is food as medicine. What we give in allopathy is a poison as drugs. So we can avoid a lot of these toxic medications, provided we take care of our health and we have good dietary habits. So our food pyramid says that we need to have the balanced diet. We need to have macro and the micronutrition, because the nutrition plays a great role in maintaining our health. And in this category, all our DXN products, they belong to this category. And RGGL, the Ganoderma, comes under the food supplement. Any food can become a poison. Why even water can become a poison, but especially for people with kidney disease and heart failure. So water is essential, but still the water can become a poison. But the beauty of Ganoderma is that it can never become a poison. The more you take, the more benefit you get, and it can only be a medicine because it has got so many medicinal properties. A food supplement which has got very many medicinal properties. So mushroom, it's a mushroom, belongs to Polyporosaceae, and is known to us for more than 5,000 years. Now we know through the modern research that it contains more than 400 active ingredients, has very powerful alkaloids which have medicinal values, that's the therapeutic benefits. The components of Ganoderma, various fractions, can be classified under 5 major headings: polysaccharides, organic germanium, adenosine, triterpenoids, and ganoderic essence. So, but important thing what we should remember is it doesn't treat the disease. It treats the body and the body treats the disease. And those are the words of our Datuk Dr. Lim Sujan. Yes, it's a food supplement with multiple medicinal benefits. Some of the active ingredients that we go through, the polysaccharide fractions, ganoderma A, B, and C, they balance our blood sugar. GA beta glucan, it's an anti-inflammatory, meaning that it can help in pain and inflammation. It has got anti-tumor activities, beta D glucan, and it can modulate our immune system. GZ, another component, is an anti-tumor. The ganoderic fractions, they can regulate our cholesterol metabolism. The oleic acid, linseed, and cyclooctosulfur, they are anti-allergic, because many of the diseases are caused by allergic mechanism. The alkaloids present in Ganoderma, they are heart tonic, they have antiviral properties, and they can protect the liver, especially the ganoderma. And the ganoderic acids, they are good for regulating the blood pressure and helping in patients with heart diseases, especially heart failure. The adenosine, one of the powerful components of Ganoderma, has got very many actions on the body. It's a vasodilator, meaning that it improves the blood supply. It acts as an antiplatelet. It's a natural painkiller. It's a muscle relaxant. The uridine and uracil, they have a powerful effect on our immune system. They help to produce interferon, and they have antiviral properties also. So some of the glycoproteins present in Ganoderma, they have anti-tumor activities. So if you see these multiple components, they have very many beneficial effects on the body, especially the health benefits, and it can be used in prevention, as well as its medicinal properties can be used for, along with any modalities of treatment, it can be used for treating various diseases. But it's important to remember that It's a food supplement and basically not used as a medicine except in traditional Chinese medicine and in our system of Indian medicine, that is Ayurveda. It's known to Ayurveda for so many thousands of years. Basically, Ganoderma protects the health by three fundamental powerful actions on the body. One is the detoxification, that is detoxifying the body from all the toxic substances which are accumulated in the body. Second, by on its powerful effect on the immune system, that is the immune modulating effect. And third is the vasodilatory effect, that is it improves the blood supply to every organ. To talk about the antioxidant effect, basically we need to know that the oxidation process is a fundamental reaction which takes place in our body so that we derive energy as well as all the nutrients from the oxidation process, and oxygen is required for that. Every cell in the body, the oxidation process is going on, especially in the mitochondria, that's a powerhouse of the cell, and it uses oxygen for the oxidative process. And unfortunately, some of the bad chemicals, the free radicals, are liberated during the oxidation process, and they need to be eliminated. And the food supplements, which are powerful enough to eliminate the free radicals, they are called as antioxidants. And Ganoderma is a very powerful antioxidant, and compared to ginseng, it is 5 times more potent like ginseng. The free radicals, they cause oxidative stress, which can lead to very many diseases, especially age-related diseases like cancer, heart disease, brain disorders. So, being a very powerful antioxidant, it can remove the free radicals from our body and help in prevention of these age-related diseases. It's a very powerful immunomodulator, especially the polysaccharide fraction ganoleic acid. They have the highest effect. It has been shown to increase the interleukin 1 and 2, increases the production of interferon. That's one of the important the substance which comes to our health when there is some viral infection or bacterial infection. And Ganoderma helps to increase the production of interferon. It has got both humoral and cell-mediated enhancing effect, and thereby increasing our immunity. When we talk about immunity, we talk about the general immunity and specific immunity. And the specific immunity can be brought on by the vaccines. Recently, you know very well that we are giving a lot of vaccines to our children. And now the vaccine for COVID also, we advocate to reduce or to kill the COVID virus. And the specific immunity is brought on by these vaccines. So for the general infections, we need the other group of, the components present in our body like interferons and interleukin. And Ganoderma helps to increase those substances. So when you enhance the immunity, especially in children, which is very, very important, they don't succumb to any kind of disease. And one of the biggest killer is the diarrhea, because millions of people all over the world are dying because of malnutrition and anemia, which leads to simple diarrhea. And that is a cause of death for so many thousands of children. So Ganoderma lucidum is a very powerful immunomodulator, and it can also help in some of the autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, polyarthritis nodosa, systemic lupus. So being a very powerful modulator, it can help in these situations. And also in psoriasis. Psoriasis is also a autoimmune disease. And by acting on the immunity, it can also kill the cancer cells. So it can activate the immune system, our body immune system, so that our immune system can kill the cancer cells. The third effect is the vasodilating effect, meaning that it dilates the blood vessels and improves the blood flow. Every tissue, every organ in the body requires proper oxygenation, proper blood flow. Then only they can function normally. One of the powerful components present in Ganoderma is the adenosine. Adenosine and guanosine, which act as vasodilators. And we in cardiology, in treating some of the diseases, we give injection adenosine. That's one of the drug of choice for a condition called paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardia. And adenosine is the drug of choice. So it has got a very powerful effect on the body. It increases both the micro and the macro circulation. So that will take care of the oxygenation and also to deliver nutrition to the cell. So micronutrition is very, very important. And that is where the Ganoderma is so powerful in improving the blood circulation. It has got antiplatelet effect that is aspirin-like effect, where basically it will not allow the platelets to aggregate and form a clot. So that way it can prevent the clotting in the minor and the major vessels. And routinely we give antiplatelet drugs for our heart patients, like aspirin, clopidogrel, those group of drugs. So the aspirin-like effect is also one of the action of Ganoderma, which will help in preventing diseases. As I mentioned earlier, Ganoderma has got very many medicinal benefits. So it can be used in disease conditions also. So it can help in diseases which cause pain and inflammation. Especially one of the common condition is arthritis. So Ganoderma can help in these situations. We give a lot of these painkillers, and especially the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. They are all very, very harmful. So painkiller is one of the worst drugs to be taken. You have to use it with caution. In Ganoderma, having this anti-inflammatory effect, it can help in reducing the symptoms of pain, especially chronic painful conditions like arthritis. Why even cancer pain? It can help in cancer patients. It has got anti-allergic effect. Many of the diseases are caused by allergic mechanisms. Some of the allergens we know, but many of the allergens we may not know. We do not know what the product or what the chemical product we are allergic to. And day in and day out, we use a lot of products which can cause allergy, especially the hair dye, perfumes, lotions, creams, soaps. So they can all trigger allergy, and they can cause disease process. One of the powerful effects of Ganoderma is that the anti-allergic effect is because of the components like lanostan, linseed, cyclooctasulfur, which have an anti-allergic effect. So any kind of allergy, like nasal allergy, bronchial allergy, skin allergy, whatever allergy, Ganoderma will be able to help in those situations. Another one of the most powerful effects of Ganoderma is the anti-cancer effect. It was discovered in 1977 that Ganoderma has got a very powerful anti-cancer effect. It can help in any type of cancer, but the fact is that some of the cancers are very bad cancers. Stage 1, stage 2 cancers can be cured, but most of the patients, they come very late, stage 3, stage 4. So there only we aim at palliation, how long we can prolong the life without much of a suffering. And we use, the very powerful drugs and also radiation and also surgery. But generally, if the cancer patient comes very early, it can be cured. And some of the, as I said, some of the cancers are very bad cancers like sarcomas. There is not much the treatment available for sarcomas or some of the cancers. But today, we are in a situation that cancer is on the rise. The biggest killer is heart disease. Next to that, cancer. I'm sure in another couple of decades, cancer will overtake heart disease and it will become number one killer. So what are we going to do for those patients? And generally, when we talk about treating Ganoderma RGGL to cancer patients, we advise megadose, that is 24 grams of RGGL, that is 30 pairs every day for at least 1 year. So that is very important. Mega dosing is very, very important. That is 30 pairs of RGGL, maybe in divided doses, 10 pairs in the morning, 10 pairs in the afternoon, 10 pairs in the night, or you can give the powder, 24 grams. It is available as in the powder form, and it can be taken 24 grams every day. That's a door for cancer. We should not compromise on the RGGL dosage for cancer patients. It has got a blood pressure lowering effect. It has got the angiotensin converting enzyme effect. The ganoderic acid fraction has got that effect. It can regulate the blood pressure. We give some of the drugs which has got that ACE inhibiting effect, like we call it as in general prills, perindopril, ramipril, lisinopril. There are so many drugs. So they all have an effect on the angiotensin converting enzyme, inhibiting that enzyme so that the blood pressure can be kept under control. At the same time, the ACE inhibiting effect also reduces the load on the heart so that it can help in heart failure. So Rishi is a very powerful heart tonic. Ganoderma also reduces the cholesterol and the triglyceride levels. So you know very well that high cholesterol levels and triglyceride levels are a risk factor for heart disease. So you need to keep your cholesterol level under control. So dietary habit is very, very important in terms of reducing your fat intake, especially the saturated fats. On a routine basis, we give anti-cholesterol drugs like statins. Statins are they can have side effects, but the beauty of Ganoderma is that it's absolutely harmless. It will help you to reduce your cholesterol and triglyceride levels. It will also help to improve the HDL cholesterol. That's a good cholesterol. So if you have a high good cholesterol, the HDL, that means it can protect you from heart disease. So how to improve the HDL cholesterol? It is only by regular exercising, physical activity. There is no other drug which can improve the HDL cholesterol. So at this juncture, I would reiterate that we should take low cholesterol food, especially the saturated fat. So that will help you to keep up your cholesterol to the normal levels. It's a very powerful brain tonic. It can improve the memory. It can make you brisk and active. It can regulate your sleep function. And I have seen RGGL patients benefiting from the diseases like the chronic degenerative brain disorders like Alzheimer's, Parkinsonism. So along with the medications, you can give Ganoderma, and that can help patients with brain diseases, chronic degenerative disorders of the brain to improve. It's called as a herb of spirituality. It can calm the mind. So the Buddhist monks have been using this as a spiritual herb for so many thousands of years. One of the important benefit of the Ganoderma is that it can make you a spiritual person by calming your mind. So uh, calm mind is very, very important to us, because if the mind is not calm, it can lead to very many diseases, because it increases your stress levels. Stress is a major killer. So if you reduce the stress, then you can avoid injury to your body, your health, and by Ganoderma, by increasing the calmness of the mind, it can relieve the stress. It is also good for diabetic patients. The components like Ganoderma and A, B, and C, they can regulate the blood sugar. Again, the ACE inhibiting effect is an insulin sensitizer. It can help to protect the pancreas. It can help to secrete more insulin. So basically, I've seen people taking RGGL, diabetic patients taking RGGL. They're able to control the blood sugar levels. Of course, you need to do the dieting part. You have to take the medications. You have to keep your weight down. Apart from all these things, if you are able to take Ganoderma at least 6 hours a day, it will help you to control your blood sugar levels. And I've seen RGGL working for diabetic complications, especially diabetic foot, diabetic neuropathy, and chronic non-healing ulcers. One of the powerful effects of Ganoderma is on the healing of non-healing ulcers. Let it be due to injury or any burns or diabetes. Ganoderma has got a very powerful wound healing effect. And my own mother, she was suffering from diabetic neuropathy. I tried all kinds of drugs. We have few drugs for diabetic neuropathy. It was not helping her. So I put her on RGGL. Initially, she was a little reluctant. And now she's doing well. And her diabetic neuropathy has completely gone. She's 87. She's taking 6 pairs of RGGL every day. So that is my, my personal experience of diabetic neuropathy. And I've seen a lot of diabetic people improving with RGGL. So diabetic patients can be benefited very much by taking Ganoderma. At least give 6 pairs of RGGL every day. Ganoderma is a very powerful liver tonic, heart tonic, brain tonic, and kidney tonic. One of the important components of Ganoderma is organic germanium, which improves the brain function. The same organic germanium carries more oxygen in the blood. So when you consume RGGL, the organic germanium increases the uptake of oxygen, and it delivers extra oxygen to the tissues. So that's one of the major the benefit of Ganoderma. It can regulate various organ functions, and every organ has to function normally in a balanced state. When we talk about RGGL, the RG, the Rishi Gano, is meant for detoxification. Primarily, it is for detoxification, and the GL, Ganocilium, is for balancing the multiple organ functions. Also, your hormonal levels. Every function in your body has to be balanced. Your pH of the blood, your pH of the body, everything has to be balanced, and the GL can help in that. And we talk about two other functions. That is a rejuvenation. How you are, the something like an energy booster. Because when you are able to stimulate your cell function, you get what is called the rejuvenation. You are more brisk and active. You don't get tired. Even small quantities of Ganoderma present in our coffee or cocoa can do that. Of course, we know that the caffeine also can improve our energy levels. So RGGL, Ganoderma, can give you a good rejuvenation, and you can work with high energy. The ultimate function of Ganoderma is the regeneration function. To talk about the regeneration function, every organ in the body, cell in the body can regenerate. You cut the nail, it grows. You cut the hair, it grows. You cut the liver, it grows. That is why, based on this the concept only, the bone marrow transplant, the liver transplant, all these transplants are being done. Regeneration function. As we age, the regeneration function slowly we tend to lose. And in these situations, in the old age, to get back the some amount of regeneration function, Ganoderma can help. Cell regeneration function reduces our aging process and also the cell death. So that will not, that effect will not come within a short period. Maybe that you need to take a Ganoderma for 5 years, 10 years, then only you are supposed to get the power of regeneration. So you need to take Ganoderma continuously. It's a food supplement. So where is the trouble in taking this Ganoderma? It is not going to produce any harm to the body. It's absolutely safe. So when you talk about the health in the old age, then the rejuvenation and the regeneration function helps. So we can live healthy in old age. I've been taking RGGL for the past 20 years now. So I am able to function normally. And that's mainly because of Ganoderma and this Spirulina what I take. So anyone can take Ganoderma continuously for years together. It's a very powerful adaptogen. Adaptogen meaning that a food which is absolutely non-toxic. It has a non-specific action on the body and overall normalizing effect of the various functions. So Ganoderma is a very, very powerful adaptogen. So by all these mechanisms, what I mentioned, the actions what I mentioned about the Ganoderma, it can protect your health and help you in preventing various diseases. At the same time, it can also give you the medicinal benefits. A word of caution, when you get the disease, you must take the medications. Whatever the system of medicine you are going to follow, you have faith, you follow that. And today, 85% of the world population, they follow allopathy because definitely allopathy, we can give answers to many diseases. But when it comes to a question of chronic diseases, the allopathy may not have many diseases which are many drugs which are very safe. So in this context, I would recommend taking RGGL daily for chronic illnesses. So Ganoderma is a very powerful anti-stress herb. Let it be any kind of stress, chemical stress, physical stress, oxidative stress, any stress. Because stress is a major killer, as I mentioned. So when stress is relieved, your health is good. And today, the younger generation, they face a lot of stress, any kind of stress, including the financial stress. So Ganoderma then can take care of those stress and protect our health. As I mentioned, Ganoderma is a very powerful heart tonic. There are multiple benefits, the actions of Ganoderma on the heart. I talked about the antiplatelet effect, the vasodilating effect, meaning that increases the blood flow, especially the microcirculation. The ACE inhibiting effect, it can help the heart to function, pump better, and also control the blood pressure. The anti-diabetic effect can balance the sugar, it can balance your cholesterol levels. These are all the major risk factors for heart disease. So when you consume Ganoderma, you are able to protect your heart. It is a very powerful heart tonic. You want any additional information, you can go to these websites, and especially if you want scientific information, you can peruse the PubMed. The PubMed gives you a lot of so many hundreds and thousands of the research material on Ganoderma. If one is interested, they can go. But my thinking is that why do you need a research information? We need practical information, not the research information. Of course, there are researchers who will do research and they will give you information, but it is not necessary as a DXN user, member, to know all those research aspects. So we need to crystallize and take only the essence of the goodness about the Ganoderma, and its practical implications. So some are very interested in all the research work. Some are doing research on Ganoderma also, some of the DXN members. So they can do it. But to build the DXN business or to consume the DXN products, that is basically Ganoderma, you don't need to have that research knowledge, but the practical knowledge. So Ganoderma is a king of herbs, the herb of longevity. It can protect your health, and if you want to prevent diseases, especially in the young age, RGGL is one of the best the food supplements. When prevention is better than cure. We should get disease in the young age. That's what we're seeing today. A lot of young people are getting into disease processes, especially heart diseases, cancer. Can definitely prevent that, because that basically because of our unhealthy food habits and the other, the like smoking, drinking, and our social the behavior that is causing a lot of diseases in our young age. So definitely we can prevent that if we have a better food habits and also the personal habits. That's very, very important. To give you a documented evidence, this is our textbook of cardiology, initially edited by one Professor Eugene Braunwald. He is living in US. He is 87 years old. Now there are four other editors. This textbook is our Bible, our Quran, our Bhagavad Gita. In this textbook of medicine, it's a reference textbook. In this textbook of medicine, I was surprised to see that Ganoderma was mentioned in this. In the chapter 51, there is a discussion about complementary and alternative approaches to the management of patient heart disease. They have mentioned that green algae, that is our spirulina, and the Ganoderma lucidum, they are very, very helpful for heart patients. So not only for heart patients, but everybody who are want to take care of the health. So I'm referring to this because in our allopathic textbook of cardiology, it is mentioned. My thinking is that this chapter should not be there in allopathic textbook of medicine. But what we are trying to do now is, complementary medicine and alternative medicine. The holistic medicine. We combine the allopathic medicine and the alternative medicine so that we, in general terms, we put it as the holistic medicine, and by which we can help very many patients, combining all the different modalities of treatment. Again, another the documentation in our Indian Heart Journal. This is a 2018 July-August issue. There was a full article, the role of polysaccharide peptide of Ganoderma lucidum as a potent antioxidant against atherosclerosis in high risk and stable angina pectoris. That is a patient suffering from heart disease, that is ischemia and heart attack. So what more you want? There are so many the references about Ganoderma, its role in diseases, and especially heart disease and cancer and other chronic illnesses. So it is our mindset that we should change, so that we should start taking Ganoderma, especially our DXN Ganoderma RGGL, which is of the highest quality than any other company which is producing Ganoderma. It's the organic Ganoderma, and we can boldly safely take our DXN RGGL. A few words about Spirulina, because I've reduced my presentation about Ganoderma because it's a very lengthy subject and it will take a very long time. What I thought today was to give you some the information, a gist about RGGL. It is for you to go back and get all the references and get your knowledge updated on Ganoderma. And also, I shall briefly mention about Spirulina. As I mentioned, it is a queen of nutrition. When we talk about nutrition, we have macro and micronutrition. Macronutrition, we have carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So they are called as macronutrients. Micronutrients are vitamins, minerals, and trace elements. What is good about Spirulina is that it contains a lot of micronutrients, that is vitamins, minerals, and trace elements. So because of this nutrition, the micronutrition, it helps our body to get our daily nutrition. And Ganoderma and Spirulina, it has got a 65% digestible protein, the first class protein. There is no other source equal to Spirulina of 60 to 65% digestible protein. So when you take that nutrition, it can help your body in different ways. It can help in growth and development. It can increase your hemoglobin level. It can help to reduce your cholesterol levels. So there are so many benefits of the Spirulina, and it is also documented. It has got antiviral effects. So combining RGGL and Spirulina, you can strengthen your immune system and you can prevent many of the infections. And especially I would recommend Spirulina for people who have low hemoglobin. Anemia is a very major problem, especially in the third world countries. Hundreds and thousands of children die of malnutrition and anemia. According to WHO, about 40,000 children die every day because of the malnutrition. They don't die of any other disease, any infections, not even COVID. So the major problem today, what we face is malnutrition and anemia. And in the World Food Conference in '74, Spirulina was declared as the food for the future. And it's also food for the present. And at this juncture, I would remind you that our DXN CEO, Dr. Lim Sujan, is appointed as the ambassador, goodwill ambassador for IMSAM for 10 years till 2030, and DXN is donating a lot of spirulina all over the world for the malnourished children. And in India, we are producing spirulina. There is a big factory coming up near Hyderabad in India. We have 50 acres of land, and a very big factory is coming up in India. And Dr. Our beloved CEO has invested 250 crores of rupees to get that factory. It's almost, the construction is over, and maybe within a month or two it will start functioning, and we'll produce a lot of DXN products. And already we are producing spirulina, one of the factories near Chennai. So in India, we produce our own spirulina for our distribution. To talk about IMSAM, it's one of the powerful organizations of the United Nations, and it's was headed by the grandmother of former President Barack Obama, and she lives in Nigeria. So, especially in Africa and in the third world countries, the Asian countries, we see very high incidence of anemia and malnutrition, and spirulina is one of the powerful solutions. And children taking spirulina, they improve very well, and we can prevent thousands of deaths. So use spirulina for your family, for your children, for yourself, and you can get the benefit of the spirulina. Contains almost all the vitamins. It's rich in protein and the chlorophyll. The vitamin A is good for the eyes. Another cause for blindness is vitamin A deficiency. And spirulina has got beta carotene, so it can help you to improve the vision, especially in children. The malnourished children, they can go in for night blindness. You can definitely prevent that. And the cost of spirulina is so low. We need to give around 2 to 3 grams of spirulina every day. Nothing more than that. If you can afford more, well, fine and good. You can increase the spirulina to 5 grams or even 10 grams. But the usual case, that is not required. About average around 3 to 5 grams is okay. So our spirulina is priced very low, and it's available all over the world through the DXN, the network. So taking spirulina daily will help you to get the micronutrition and improve your health. Another powerful product is Morinzhi, the Morinda citrifolia. There are 2 scientists involved in the research of this Morinda citrifolia. One is Dr. Neil Solomon, other is Ralph Hennike. Morinda citrifolia contains a compound which is called as prozeroninase, which is converted into prozeronin and then zeronin by the liver. So zeronin is incorporated into every cell. It strengthens the cell wall and improves the cellular function. So in any kinds of stress, cellular stress, you need the cell wall to be intact, very strong. The cell wall, it's a semi-permeable membrane, in the sense that it allows certain the nutrients to get in, and also at the same time it allows only certain waste products to get out of the cell, so that it can be eliminated in the bloodstream through our kidney, lungs, and the liver. So the cell membrane is very, very important. The health status of the cell membrane is very important, and it's mostly composed of the lipids. Lipids means the cholesterol. cholesterol esters. So noni contains prozeronin, which is converted into zeronin, and the zeronin, the body cannot produce zeronin. There are no significant zeronin available in any other plant kingdom. The only good source of zeronin is Morinzhi. So zeronin is a very, very powerful the substance which can protect your cell wall. The Morinzhi also contains certain other compounds which can help in our body activity or preventing certain diseases. It contains damnacanthal. Damnacanthal has cancer-fighting ability. I mentioned that Ganoderma is a powerful anti-cancer agent. So when you combine these two, also Spirulina, that is Morinzhi, Spirulina, and Ganoderma, we can help cancer patients. It can help our immune system by activating our T cells. T cells they are called as killer cells, which basically, they can kill the abnormal cells. It can modulate the immune system. So in chemotherapy and radiation, along with the Spirulina and RGGL, we can help a lot of cancer patients because of this powerful ingredient, damnacanthal. There is another component present in noni, that is Morinda citrifolia, the scopolamine. Scopolamine is a natural painkiller. It has got a specific action on the COX-2 enzyme. It is a COX-2 inhibitor, that is cyclooxygenase enzyme 2 inhibitor, which helps in controlling the pain and swelling, like as I mentioned, arthritis, the common the disease, any kind of arthritis. It's a natural painkiller. As I mentioned earlier, killers are very toxic drugs, and we give COX-2 enzyme inhibitors like rofecoxib, celecoxib, etoroxecib. They too have side effects, being allopathic medicine. But in Morinzhi, we have a component, scopolamine, which acts as a specific COX-2 enzyme. So when you combine Ganoderma, which is an anti-inflammatory agent, and also Morinzhi, it has got a specific action on the COX-2 enzyme, you can get an excellent pain relief. Of course, it's not going to give you pain relief immediately, but over a period of time, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you can have a very good pain-killing effect. You can reduce the pain-killing medications, or you can be totally off. So my thinking is, one of the worst drugs to be taken are painkillers. A lot of people, they take painkillers just like chocolates, day in and day out. But painkillers, they can damage your heart, your kidney, your liver. So be careful before you swallow a tablet of painkiller. You think 10 times before taking it. Of course, if the pain is severe, you have to help yourself. You have to take the medication. Sometimes you have to get a shot. But in general, try to avoid. And we have natural painkiller, our RGGL and Morinzhi. They can help you in painful conditions. And it contains this scopolamine also. It's a precursor of serotonin, and the serotonin is called as a feel-good hormone. So when you consume Ganoderma, you feel good. The sense that your serotonin level goes up, and it's something like a mood elevator. And it will help you to fight your anxiety levels and depression. You'll be a mentally a stable person, and you can get rid of all those stress As I mentioned, stress is a major killer. Ganoderma, both Ganoderma and Morinzhi, they can help you to get over your anxiety state and depression. So Morinji also is a very powerful product what Dr. Lim Sujan has given us. It's an adaptogen, it's an alkaline, it's an antioxidant, it has got anti-inflammatory effect. I mentioned about the COX-2 inhibition. It's a natural painkiller. It's a very powerful immunomodulator. And how much of Morinji to be taken? About 15 to 60 ml a day. So you can give it for cancer patients also. It has got anti-cancer effect. And they've got so many new nutraceuticals on the left-hand screen. If you see nutraceuticals identified in Morinda cytopolia, so many nutraceuticals. Some of them are essential amino acids, which are very, very important for our biochemical reactions. So drinking Morinzi daily can help you in very many ways. So I'll stop with that because for want of time, I have not gone in depth about the each products. That is basically our three basic products are Ganoderma, that is RGGL, our Spirulina, and Morinzi. So I always say that these products should be on our dining table. Food supplements with excellent health benefits. With one exemption that when you open up the Morinzi bottle, you have to keep it in the fridge. You should not allow it to ferment. So once you open the Morinzi bottle, after having it, you keep it in the refrigerator, so that it can prevent the enzymatic reaction. And all of them, they have a shelf life of 3 years. So no problem in leaving it at the room temperature. So I have shared these three products. I've given you only the basic the actions of Ganoderma. One other thing I enjoyed, the TSIP. I qualified for every TSIP because my network is very, it goes all over the world, 239 countries, and there are 3.88 million members. The credit doesn't go to me. It's because of their powerful marketing plan. So please understand, our DXN marketing plan is very powerful. So I enjoy the TSIP travel seminar incentive, and every year I take part in the free travel what DXN is offering as an achiever. Actually, I get around 4 qualifications. And one of the beautiful moments of TSI was traveling in Costa Serena and also the Switzerland. So this was taken in one of the TSI in Indonesia. I never thought, I will take a photograph with this tiger. So it's something, awful. So I have friends all over the world, and I enjoy the DXN family. I've been to so many countries, and especially this, we did a research on Spirulina in Annamalai University, India, that is near Chennai. And Dr. Lim Sujan was the chief guest. They honored them. And there are my colleagues with me, Professor Rospalaya and Dr. Ratna. That was a big function. And we did the study in 150 girls about aged between 11 and 13 years. And we did the study for 6 months and found that, Ganoderma, the Spirulina increased their the biological parameters as well as their protein levels, their hemoglobin levels. So that was one of the biggest studies. We did it in 2013. and Dr. Lim was the chief guest for that function. So we had the opportunity to honor them. That Annamala University honored it. So that was his photograph, and it was we were associated with the Indian Medical Association for the project. Now, for the INSAM, DXN is contributing Spirulina free for all over the world, and the consignments are going from India and as well as from Malaysia. So we're all the the unforgettable moments, and thanks to Dr. Lim for giving us this DXN opportunity. I enjoy the DXN family. Being in DXN family is one world, one market, one family. So I've been to many countries like South Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia. So I hope I'll be able to visit Nigeria also. Especially in the COVID period, we are not able to move around anywhere. I think once after this COVID situation, I'll be able to see all of you guys in Nigeria. And Dr. Koshi is my downline. Also, Prasad is also my downline. So maybe deep in my, in my network, and I'm happy that I'm able to share some of my knowledge about the DXN products, especially Ganoderma, Spirulina, and Morinzhi. So hope to see you in Nigeria, and good morning to all the members of the DXN family. I thank the DXN Nigeria, Mr. Sam Zoro, as well as Mr. Prasad, for inviting me to share my knowledge about the DXN products. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Good morning, DXN. Good morning to you all.
Morning, sir.
Mr. Zoro?
Yes, sir. Yeah. You can stop sharing so that you can see me.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah. So
the problem is, I'm not able to share my screen. But anyhow, I thought, maybe next time I'll be able to do it, because I'm not technically well versed with the computers.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll do it better next time.
Yes, sir. Just
I hope my talk was useful, informative.
Very, sir. I really appreciate it, because they say the best investment you can ever make is in your own health. And people are still available. People are still live. They are still watching. I think most of them want to ask you one or two questions. But I'm seeing people all over the world.
It's my pleasure. Yeah.
Yes, all over the world. They're already getting used to the questions and all your teaching. It is very, very much important. Someone is asking a question. He's saying, good morning, doctor. It's supposed to be good morning. I know a good surgeon, and he has given many useful tips for the proper functioning of the heart with DXM products. He's asking, I would like to ask you a question. Can DXM products cure epilepsy?
No. I never said that it can cure the epilepsy. Epilepsy is a different condition, and you need anti-epileptic drugs. So don't go with the idea that it can. You see, Ganoderma does not cure any disease. Sure. I said that it acts on the body, and the body treats the disease. So it is not a substitute for any medicine. It's a supplement to any medicine or treatment. So it will have, it may not give any benefit to patients with epilepsy. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. You heard it. Okay. Let me ask another one. Mr. Kenneth from Nigeria. He's saying, as a cardiologist, what DXM products one can use to clean blood vessels?
Can you repeat, Mr. Zoro? Repeat the question.
Sir, he said, what DXM products that can be used to clean blood vessels? Blood vessels.
Clean blood vessels.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. One is, of course, the Ganoderma, because I said that it has got the anti-platelet effect and the anti-cholesterol effect. Definitely, it will help to improve the microcirculation. And the second thing is, we have another product in DXM that is cordyceps. Cordyceps is good for the blood vessels. Do you have cordyceps in Nigeria?
It's coming very soon. It's part of the product that will be arriving very soon. Yes, sir.
Very good. Cordyceps is good for the heart and blood vessels, and also for the lungs and the kidneys.
Oh,
so
perfect.
Yeah, definitely. But you need to follow the other what shall I say, in controlling your diabetes, in controlling your blood pressure, because these are the two conditions, and high cholesterol. These are all the conditions which predispose to blood vessel related disorders and heart disease. So in addition to that, consume Ganoderma and cordyceps for the blood vessels to be healthy.
Perfect. Oh, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate your time and effort to come live with us for the first time. It's been really informative section. My notes are filled up because I was jotting, and it's very nice to hear from a professional like you, sir. I'm really privileged to have you in our midst. Okay, someone is asking finally, before I let you go, sir. Finally, yes,
Mr.
sir.
Zoro, I didn't talk about anything about the networking part or the marketing plan. So I'm not good at it. So, but anyhow, slowly and steadily, I moved up the ladder and I became a crown diamond. Today, I'm enjoying a big residual income as a crown diamond.
Wow, yeah.
And I'm not working in my hospital. I've stopped working because of the COVID. And I always wanted a residual income in the old age. I'm enjoying a big residual income through DXN. So people should understand that DXN is all about being healthy and also creating a legacy for your family. So that way, Dr. Lim Sujin has given us these powerful products and the powerful system through which you can be financially free. So I enjoy that today because there is no pressure of earning today. So I want to share this to every one of our DXN members, that you work according to the DXN marketing plan, the DXN system, and create an additional income, as well as old age pension, and that income will go to your generations. Yeah. So I am really enjoying that the residual income today as a crown diamond. I don't know where the income is coming from. I get bonus from countries where I have not visited.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but the goodwill, whatever you good work you have done in DXN, the DXN system is so powerful with the blessing of the God. You get the blessed income. And I'm enjoying that today. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, viewers, you've heard it from Dr. RANJAN himself. He said, this is DXN is not only giving him health, but is creating a legacy for his children, and that is what DXN is all about. It has been an informative, educative, and interactive section. I know we've learned a lot in this time. I'm very, very sure we're going to invite Doctor again to break down more about it, because with his wealth of experience in using DXN product for years, definitely he will keep sharing the importance of DXN products to everybody around the world. Thank you very much, sir, for time all the way from India. Thank you, my viewers all over the world, from India, Nigeria, here, America, Italy, Zambia, and also Philippines. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your effort. Let's keep doing this. You can go back again to our Facebook page to rewatch the section and learn more. Anything you miss, please go back and learn more about it, so that you can understand the importance of DXM products. That DXM product, it is not a drug. It helps the body, for the body to be strong enough. So from DXN Nigeria studio here, I say keep living in health, wealth, and happiness. And one more time, thank you very much, Doctor, for your time. Good morning, DXN, and bye-bye.
Thank you, Mrs. Oro. Good morning to everybody.
Yes, sir.